Hello TBDs, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review and wear test of the brand new Urban Decay Stoned Vibes eyeshadow palette. Before we hop into that, I do want to let you guys know I am filming on a new camera, so I could not wait to film this video. I just wanted to get it up for you guys, but we had already switched out the camera at this point, so you get a little bit of a sneak peek at what is coming for you guys. So I do want to touch on the detail really fast because this camera is amazing. It is out of this world. It's so much better than what I had. That being said, it is going to show a lot more detail. So you're going to be able to see things on my face that you weren't able to see, like texture and pores, all of that. Hopefully this gives a really good lifelike look at what foundation and what products look like when they're sitting on my face, especially for Wear Test Wednesdays when I'm doing a review of a foundation or a primer. You can really see up close what it's looking like on my skin more realistically than you could in the previous camera. Another note, I did have to refilm this video. The settings on the camera and the lighting for the new setup was just not up to par of what I wanted it to look like. So I did actually film this yesterday. I'm having to redo it today because I want it to look the best quality for you guys. And I feel like when we first got the cameras like up and with my old lighting and everything like that, we needed to make some changes for it to look even better. Played around with the color temperature, the white balance, got a soft box for different lighting. I will have a video coming next week just to walk you through everything that's different or everything that's been upgraded in the last couple of months. So be on the lookout for that video. I think it's gonna come next Wednesday. Now I will have one other pre-recorded video that I did testing out a new product that launched as well. That's going to come on Monday. But then after that, it's going to be all new camera footage and the hair chop. I did chop my hair. If there are any foundations that you guys want me to retry or any products you want me to retest using the new camera, because it just gives such an in-depth close-up look of how things wear. That was something that I felt like I was kind of lacking in my last camera. It was really hard to see specifically what I was talking about, even if I had it all the way zoomed in. This camera can go way zoomed in if you really want to see my pores. If there's any products you want me to retry on this camera, let me know that down below. I am super happy with the footage. Chris went through a lot of research and a lot of everything to give me this camera, and I'm super excited that I can have it. It's like a legit camera now. Before we hop into the video, be sure to subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And if you're enjoying the video while you're watching, you can give it a thumbs up. This product launched like Sunday when I'm filming this. This eyeshadow palette retails for $54. You get 12 eyeshadows. 8 of them are a marbled metallic shimmery finish, and then 4 of them are a matte finish. Says that they are 12 all-new mood-shifting shimmery shades infused with genuine tourmaline to block bad energy and elevate your look. I don't know what that means, but it's supposed to be long wear. It says that it is cruelty-free and it's vegan. So these shimmers are not just normal shimmers. They are like prismatic, marbled type of shimmers. It says that you can build up the color by applying the shimmer shades with your finger, or you can use a fluffy brush to diffuse and blend shades. So here's what the, oh, it's upside down. What? You guys didn't tell me. Here's what the packaging of the palette looks like. It's got this really cool crystal type of pattern on the front. On the back of the packaging, it does show you all of the shades in the palette, but on the palette itself, there are no shades like replicated on the back or anything. It's just a blank back. This blows my mind. Like, these are raised out of the palette. It just like is so cool and different and definitely in line with the crystal energy vibes. So the 4 mattes are on the edges of the eyeshadow palette, and then the shimmers are in the middle. You do get a double-sided brush. It's fine. I'm not buying this for the brush, and honestly, I think they could probably sell this for a lot cheaper if they didn't have the brush in it. I really like the mirror because look, it like goes all the way back. It is a very nice sturdy mirror. The packaging is really heavy. It's not flimsy cardboard packaging by any means. It's definitely a nice plastic heavy type of palette. But yeah, so you get a bunch of different shades in here, lots of different looks you can make with this. So that's another cool thing about this camera is it autofocuses. So if I put a product up in front of my face, look at that, boom. At the end of the video, I will insert some swatches of every single shade just in case I don't use all of them in today's look. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with the shade Karma. It's the white matte in the palette, and it's supposed to be like kind of to set down your eyeshadow base. I already used concealer, so I'm just kind of adding it to lighten up my eyelid. I'm gonna go in with the shade Antidote. It's this peach shade in the palette. Remember from yesterday filming this shade just takes such a long time to build. It's almost like not very pigmented, and I'm not sure why. I've had to dip in twice to get this level of a color payoff. It is a pretty shade though. It does say that this has tourmaline in it to have long-lasting eyeshadow. Yesterday when I wore this, I wouldn't say that it lasted any better than some of my other eyeshadow palettes. Like, it was still rubbing off. I have oily eyelids, so towards the end of the day, my eyeshadow just starts rubbing off. It just does. So I did notice that still with this palette, but it did look nice throughout the day. So there's lots of different ways you can use this palette in terms of the shimmer shades right here. There's 2 greens, 2 blues, a gold, a purple, a pink, and then another kind of pink shade. I'm going to take a smaller fluffy brush and go in with the shade Hexed. It is the burnt red shade in the corner. I'm gonna start building this up in the outer V. It seems like this shade takes a while to build up also. Let's go in with the shade Vibes. It's the pink right here. I'm taking it on my finger because that's how they say if you want to have really, really metallic payoff. These shadows do feel very similar to the ColourPop formula, the Super Shock shadows. They're kind of a cream to powder finish type of eyeshadow. Online, it says really good things about this not having fallout. Like, it says that it's not supposed to give you fallout, which I love because there's a lot of shimmer shades that I just don't use because it gives me pretty strong fallout. There's a lot of shades in here that you can do a very deep smoky date night eye with. I think for this look, I'm gonna keep it a little bit light, and I might add some of that gold like on top. This gold shade is gorgeous. They're super reflective, and they all, because they're marbleized and kind of swirled together, they all have a different reflect when you're looking at it in the light. Just gonna add this kind of on top to warm it up a little. That is super pretty. I really like that. And I think I'm going to take maybe this blue shade that is full on, really, really, really pigmented. But I think I'm gonna take just a little bit. I'm wiping it off and putting just a dab in my inner corner. This is like kind of a nice icy blue inner corner highlight. I really like that. The shade that I think disappointed me yesterday was this shade Meditate. It just wasn't nearly as pigmented on the lid. Same with the shade Raw Energy. It's the purple in the palette. It's just like, okay, as you can see, it's very much a topper shade. It's not an all over really, really pretty metallic. It's just kind of like a dusting of a sparkle. I'm going to go in with my pencil brush and take the shade Antidote and Hex, just kind of mix the two, smudge it underneath the lower lash line. I haven't seen any fallout from this eyeshadow yet. I do wish that they had more of a medium neutral brown in the palette, because right now they just have a white base, a peach, a burnt red, and a purple. There's not really either a black or a brown to throw in the crease, so I'm finding that the crease, when I apply these shades, just look a little lighter because I don't want to put the shade Third Eye, this purple, like into my crease. It's just a little too dark. But then Hexed and Antidote are a little bit lighter, as you can see. I think that's all I'm gonna do for the eyes today. I will do swatches at the end of this just to show you how everything performs. But I do really like this. This seems to be a nice, like, daytime appropriate look. There are a lot of shades in here that are deep, dark, sultry, a little bit scary for those of us that don't play around with color, but you can definitely get more of a daytime appropriate, neutral, subtle kind of look using this palette. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my mascara. I don't think I want to use eyeliner with this look. I like how it looks without eyeliner on the waterline. I also just have been liking looks without eyeliner. I feel like it really closes in my eye, and I have been liking more of an open eye look. Almost stabbed myself with mascara. I think I did stab myself with mascara. So pretty. I really like that Vibes shade, that pink mixed with the Tiger's Eye. I think those are two of the more reflective, really sparkly shades in the palette. I'm gonna add some mascara, bottom lashes. All right, this is the final eye look. I really like how this turned out. I actually like it better than the makeup that I did yesterday. It's not too different. Yesterday I did use the shade Third Eye and the outer V just to deepen it a little, and I went in with the shade Meditate instead on my lid, and I just wasn't as happy with the shade. Bloodstone in this palette, this shade right here is really unique. It's like that blue brown shade that everyone loves from MAC. It looks green, it is not. Now let's go ahead and do some swatches. I'm gonna swatch the first row. To me, the matte shades just are okay. They're not amazing. Also, if you're looking for just one of these shades, one of these shimmer shades that you like, just go ahead and buy it from ColourPop. But if you want a good mix of all of these shades, I'd say go with this palette, because even if you spent $5 per ColourPop eyeshadow, it would be more than this palette retails for. That is the first row of shades. And that is the second row. The shades that I had the hardest time building up was Hexed, which is the burnt red, the shade Raw Energy, which is right here, and then Third Eye was, I had to go over a few times to really get it to have a good color payoff. All right, you guys, so that is the end of this video. If you're thinking about getting it, I do think that it is good quality. The packaging is nice. The shades are nice. The mattes could be better, and some of these shimmers could be better. If you're paying $54 for a palette, everything better be amazing, because I can get a Natasha Denona palette for $60 or $70. I forget what, you know, just a little bit more than this, and all of those shades are just like out of this world, mind blown, really amazing. I definitely think that if you're paying such a high price tag for a palette, all of the shades better be amazing. It just seems like the shade Antidote in Third Eye and a little bit of Hex are just not like the quality. Just, I don't know, it seems like it takes a while to build up, and they're just kind of okay. The shade that I think is kind of a bummer is Raw Energy and Meditate. Both of these shades are just kind of okay to me. Packaging is on point though. Look at that. That's so cool. So there you have it. If you have tried out this palette, let me know your thoughts down below. I think they came out with a smaller version also, so you might want to look into that if you just want a few shades from this palette. Oh, and if you have any feedback about like the way that this video looks, let me know that, because it's going to take a while to tweak everything and make it look absolutely right. I definitely think this footage is on a better track than yesterday, but I'm totally open to constructive feedback and making little tweaks so that it looks great for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.